Hi everyone, Arnold here, santamuertemagic.com. Thanks so much for tuning in. The topic of today's video is eating elephants with Santa Muerte magic. So the title of this video is a little tongue-in-cheek, but it's based on the old adage that goes something like, how do you eat an elephant? Or there's only one way to eat an elephant, and that is one bite at a time. And the meaning or the wisdom behind this quote is intended to be a commentary on approaching seemingly impossible problems, and especially complex problems, problems with lots of moving parts. The lesson you want to learn from this quote is that for any problem you might want to solve, or any goal you might want to achieve, it is always best to start with step one, and then only after step one has been accomplished should you progress to step two, and then only after step two has been accomplished should you progress to step three, and so on and so on. And if the steps you need to follow are not immediately clear, then that should be the first step, to make those steps clear, to formulate a plan, a step-by-step plan that you can follow from A to Z. Now, what does any of this have to do with the practice of Santa Muerte magic? Well, I will tell you. One type of email that I get a lot through my website is from people who want advice on petitioning the Santa Muerte for very multifaceted goals or objectives. And I actually see this the most relating to love magic. So, for example, somebody will send a message like, the person I love is with somebody else. How can I get them to fall in love with me? Or how can I make someone forgive me for something I did and encourage them to come back into a relationship with me? But it doesn't have to just be with love. I can imagine somebody wondering, how can I get a job I really want? Or how can I get accepted into a good college to earn a degree I really want? Now, if you've been paying attention, you should already begin to see the direction I'm going with this. You should already see that many of the goals which we can petition the Santa Muerte for are actually big goals made up of several smaller goals, individual bites that once added together result in an entire elephant of an objective. So if I want someone I love who is now with somebody else to fall in love with me, what I am actually asking for is first that the competing relationship would come to an end, and second that the person would be willing to start a new relationship with me, or perhaps to rekindle an old flame with me. Somebody asking for a job they really want, what they are actually asking for is first that a position would become available, second that an interview would be granted, third that the interview would go well, and then fourth that the job would be awarded. The person asking for a specific college degree is actually asking first to be accepted into a college program, second that the money would be there to pay for the program, and then third that every exam and class would be passed. So the advice that I want to share in this video lecture is that if you are wondering how to make your magic more powerful, if you are wondering what you can do to increase the odds of your magical success, my answer to you is to eat the elephant one bite at a time. Break the goal or the objective into a series of steps, with each step having a clear marker for success, and then use Santa Muerte magic to petition for success at each step along the way. Now, not everybody watching this will feel as if this is something they have to do. And indeed, if your magic seems successful, eating the elephant whole, then I would agree. There's no need to fix what is not broken. This advice is for anyone who is doubting themselves, doubting the strength of their relationship with Santa Muerte, and who also might have trouble articulating or clearly focusing on their intent, or exactly what it is that they want to achieve. While it is true that Santa Muerte magic is magic of petition, that is to say, magic which we request through Santa Muerte, I do think that the attitude you take into the petition, optimistic versus pessimistic, and the degree of focus you take into the petition have a big role to play in whether or not a petition is granted. And I'll discuss those each a little more separately. First, let me comment on the frame of mind, and then I'll comment on focusing your intent. So, if you go into a petition with a negative belief, believing that your petition will fail before it has even been made, I do think this is something that can reduce your chances of success with Santa Muerte magic. And to be fair, this is purely anecdotal. I do not know why our state of mind has an impact on our success with asking the Santa Muerte for help. I have some ideas, but in general, I think our likelihood for success in anything that we pursue, our likelihood for success will be higher if we pursue from a positive state of mind, from an optimistic state of mind, than if we pursue from a negative or a pessimistic state of mind. And what I do know is it is easier to doubt yourself, easier to give in to negative beliefs when all you focus on is that big elephant staring you in the face, instead of focusing on the individual bites, the manageable steps that have been clumped together to create that elephant of an objective. Another benefit of this advice is that pursuing an objective step by step, bite by bite, helps you really focus on your intent. In any magical system, Santa Muerte magic included, intent is a necessary pillar of success. If you are not clear on exactly what it is that you want, then either you won't know exactly what to ask for, and therefore Santa Muerte cannot know what it is that you want delivered, or you may end up asking for something and getting something which you did not actually want to begin with. By reducing the big elephant into a series of bites or steps, you can assess at each point in your journey whether your intent is as clear as possible and whether or not you still want to pursue that journey all the way to the end. For example, you may start a love petition with the intent of having someone you broke up with and who has found somebody else come back into a relationship with you. But then, after you accomplish step one, after the Santa Muerte breaks up the competing relationship, you might think, you know what? I'm happy with that. I don't need to keep eating this elephant. So pursuing your magic one bite at a time, one step at a time, ensures that your intent is as clear as possible from day one, and also ensures that you are always on the path you want to be on. And I think I can start wrapping up at this point. Just to summarize, if you are someone who is wondering how you can increase the odds of magical success, or if you are battling doubt about your ability to petition the Santa Muerte, then consider approaching your magic one step at a time. And consider breaking down big goals into a series of smaller, more manageable goals. Remember, the answer to the question, how do you eat an elephant, is one bite at a time. So I hope I've explained everything clearly, but as always, feel free to message me if you have any questions. You can reach out through the Patreon messenger system. There's also the Discord chat server and the contact form on the website. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Until next time, bye.